Alright, let's get this thing fired up. Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Vormithrax. We are playing Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and hello. Hopefully, the color balance, light balance stays a little more consistent this evening. I was getting a little irritated on Friday. I don't know what was going on with the camera slash lights. Kept flip-flopping my color balance around, but looks pretty clean today, so yay. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, new challenge. So if you missed the end of Friday's challenge, we did finish up the Asthmatic Magic Dragon challenge right towards the end. So I flipped right into a new challenge. So this one is slightly in progress. We had some fun times right at the beginning here, but you didn't miss a whole bunch. I can cover what happened really quickly, or you can go back and watch the 1 hour that we've already pretty much accomplished. But I'll kind of review it here as we get moving. But yeah, we're playing Escape from New England. Now, I've done this challenge in the past. It was called Escape from New York back then. But I figure Escape from New England is more appropriate given the supposed setting for the Cataclysm location. But this is a challenge I tried and failed previously, so we're giving it another go. I'm playing Bob Cobra Plissken. And he's a Special Forces operator tasked with finding and rescuing the POTUS, President of the United States. He's being held deep inside the zombie-infested megacity, and I got 24 hours to get to the President and return him to the crash site, the helicopter crash site, where another helicopter is going to hopefully show up without crashing and whisk us to safety. So that's the idea. It is a 24-hour in-game challenge, so not going to do hardly any crafting or looting. Well, looting, yes, as we travel, but no big, long, grindy stuff. It's short and focused. Might take us a few tries, so I'm going to give it at least 3 tries before I call it good again if we can't manage it. But yeah, I'll talk about the strategy I'm going to run through here in a bit. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. So here's the character Bob Cobra Plissken, 10-8-8-9, nothing special in the stats, and we're basically just running around with his starting gear. Now they do start with some pretty good gear, but you can see the helicopter crash is accountable for most of this damage. We almost lost our right arm. It was bleeding for a long time, but we managed to get that stopped. So you can see the status here. Now here's the character's, whoops, I love it when it does that. Alright, here's the character. We have tactically relocated to ourselves to the shed in the backyard of a house. That's the best way I'll explain that. We ran away, basically. We were running away, having a hard time, and we finally managed to lose our pursuers. I was getting pretty desperate. I thought we were pretty close to getting killed. But we managed to kill our remaining pursuer that I couldn't seem to shake, and then jump into the shed here. So we've got our stamina back to full. So we're just kind of hanging out in the shed, you know, as you do, hiding from the zombie apocalypse. We got our stamina back, and that's kind of where we're going to be moving from. Here's the map again. So way off to the west is our helicopter crash site. This is where we started the game. We have our pickup location here. This is where I have to get the President back to. We basically started running, and we had a bleeding arm the entire way. We finally got to the trailer park and got some cloth for some bandaging and all that. And then we've been slowly just kind of working our way through this area of housing. We found a gunsmith basement there that we marked, and we ran into trouble right about here. Just the mix of zombie types and locations, and as I kept moving, stuff kept showing up in front of me, and it just got pretty hectic. And it was looking pretty grim right about the time we got to this spot, but we managed to make it across the street and then into this shed eventually, and have gotten our breather. So our goal is deep inside Guildhall here, right where that flashing N is. That is a strip club. That's where the President's being held. He's got a tracker unit on him, so they're satellite tracking him, so they know exactly where he's at. That's where I've got to go to get him. Functionally, what's going to happen is once we get into there, I will summon an NPC and get him converted to my friendly side, and then we'll try to get him out safely. So that's how it's going to work from a functional standpoint. But first, I have to get there. Second, I have to get him out safely. So, yeah, I got some ideas on it. My overall strategy is to get as close as possible, preferably somewhere like right in this block, or even better would be like right here. Find one of these houses with a basement that I can clear, then sleep. Sleep until nightfall. Or even a little ways into nightfall. Get as much sleep as I possibly can to heal up some of this damage and get some recovery done. Because I don't want to make the final approach and the getaway until nightfall. No way we're going to have any chance of getting into the middle of that town in broad daylight. So I'm going to wait for nightfall. Then we're going to try to make the final sprint in to get the president. And then try to work our way back out of town under the cover of darkness. I think that's by far the best part of the plan. Whether it happens or not, we'll see. So like I said, we're going to give it a few tries, though, if we fail the first time. I'll try it 2 or 3 times. I don't plan on this particular challenge going beyond today and or Wednesday. So today's challenge, Wednesday's challenge. If I haven't done it by then, I'll probably just give up on it, and we'll start a brand new challenge. So this one's intended to be kind of a short-term focus combat maneuver type of challenge. So hopefully high pace, high action. Although as things get dangerous, I'll slow down, of course, in real world time and carefully consider my moves, my options, and my manner of dying. So there you go. That's kind of what's going on. Here's the gear, and I'm gonna look through chat real quick while you guys take a look at the gear, catch up with everybody here. Yeah, shorter playthrough. Howdy, everybody that said hi in chat. There's no problem with Twitch partnership. I can stream anywhere I want. I just can't stream concurrently to Twitch and other sources simultaneously. Anything I choose to stream to Twitch is under a 24-hour hold by them or for them before I can then release it to any other locations. Just like I'm doing now, where I stream to Twitch and then I chop it up and upload it to YouTube. Absolutely no problems. I just can't live stream and then multi-stream it out to different live stream platforms simultaneously. That's the only restriction. Glad to see you here. Been binge watching my tutorial series. Oh, man. All 174 episodes. Hope you're pacing yourself. Hydrate. Make sure you take stretching breaks. Oh, I'm not going to play too much with POTUS's outfit. I'll just take the first NPC that shows up. I'm not going to try to RP it that hard. Nope, haven't tried the rebalance to keto. All my Cataclysm gameplay is pretty much live on camera, so if you haven't seen me doing it here on Twitch, then I haven't done it yet. No spells this run, unfortunately. Either Thuris's first time catching the stream? Probably. I'm assuming you are on the other side of the pond. Don't worry, as soon as we conquer this partner thing, my plan is to have some more globally friendly live stream time frames, at least once or twice a week if I can manage it. Alright, so yeah, that's the situation. Looks like, yeah, lighting's going good, so we're all set there. Let's talk about gear. So, we got pretty good gear. I mean, it's getting a little bit chewed up so far. We're taking some hits that are putting a little bit of a dent in it, but we do have a kukri. Kukri's pretty nice, Great early game, especially melee weapon to use. We picked up a Mossberg just recently, and we got some ammo in the gunsmith basement, but our main ranged weapon is the H&K, which I have not used yet. We've got some soy milk and a bottle of rum. Man, is alcohol broken. God dang, alcohol is broken. I did update my experimental version since Friday, by the way, so we are on experimental 9359. That's the most recent one as of just a short bit ago, so we're completely up to date on experimental versions. I'm not sure if they changed alcohol's effects between what we were. I think we were on 44 previously. But yeah, and we managed to pick up a little bit of medical gear. We do have some disinfectant and some bandages. That's kind of where we're at. So that's the situation. I got to make the decision how and when I'm going to break out of this little shed. So we've been running pretty fast since we came across the street here. So I haven't spent a lot of time looting or looking for anything because it's just been literally big old pile of zombies right at my heels, just barely staying ahead of them until we finally broke contact. So I don't think my strategy's changed. We're just going to keep pushing to the east as much as possible. Try to avoid contact where we can. Yeah, I don't see much need to change that. So we'll see if we can manage it, though. For anybody curious, we are still working on the partner status thingy. It's a little hard for me to guesstimate where we're at because I've had two problems. One, the numbers they report to me on the daily stream summaries includes hosted viewers when other channels host over to me. And we have a very generous streamer doing that towards the end of my streams usually. So it's quote-unquote muddling my numbers. I can't really tell reliably exactly how many followers that Twitch is going to count versus not count. So the only source I do have is the Path to Partner number, and that has been really, really pesky about updating itself. So I've had some issues there. Supposedly we're pretty close, so I expect over the next couple of streams we'll be dropping off some low viewer count streams, low average anyway, because those were ones where I was experimenting with earlier start times and nobody knew I was doing it, so we were pretty low on the average on the next 3 or 4 streams that we're going to be replacing. And if we replace them with 100 plus viewer counts, which we've been getting the last few times, which is great, then it should put us over. So I'm expecting by the possibly Wednesday, maybe Friday at the latest, that we should finally conquer it. And I'll get to submit the partner application. So that's what we're planning on doing. So your guys' continued support is greatly appreciated. Try to show up if you can for any streams. Monday, Wednesday, Friday currently until we get this thing conquered. So thanks again. All right. So what are we going to do here? Do I take the lawnmower with me? Do I take the big book of first aid with me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Something outside has heard me already. I think I will take the book. Just checking some questions people are throwing out here, deciding if I need to get involved. So the mutation question I'll handle, because I think I don't want him to get random answers. So the way mutations work is you can get all of the mutations from every mutation tree simultaneously, with the exception that as soon as you go post-threshold in any one of them, that is the only one from then on you can ever go post-threshold in. You keep and you can still attain mutations all the way up to the post-threshold status for all of the other chains. You don't ever lose those for any reason. You're just not able to go post-threshold in any more than one single mutation family. So once you've achieved that, you're then forever locked out of the post-threshold specifically mutations from all the other trees. But you can continue pursuing mutations from all the other lines if you'd like to, just you can never get the post-threshold versions of any of the other ones. Alright. Yeah, I've got stamina, so we're not in trouble at the moment. Depends a bit on what's waiting for me outside, but we'll be okay. Alright, I think we're caught up here. I'm not calling any one particular one of you random, but you sometimes guys get a little overexcited and you throw out 3 different answers for the same question, so I just wanted to make sure the straight skinny was provided. Okay, let's get moving here. Let's find out what is awaiting us. Furious noises. I'm going to wait in place just a little bit longer. See if I can get a feel for... I think it's likely just one thing out there making the noise. Not sure if they're banging on this metal door. I guess we're going to find out. The danger would be I open the door and something immediately steps into the doorway. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. That would suck. So we'll stay in run mode. I got this fancy house to the south. There's been some noises from in there, so I think I'm going to have to give up trying to get to that. But I got this nice fence line that's going to provide me with a little bit of cover. So I'll probably just try to go straight out the door and to the east, go over the fence right here, and then look for a window into this house. That would be this house here. And then we'll just try to work our way across to these and see what is the most convenient spot to make the dash across the road. Roads and intersections, those are the dangers. That's where my sight lines are the most dangerous and where I pick up the most followers. Basements are what I'm really hoping for. That's my saving grace, is trying to find basements that I can dive into real quick to break contact. So we'll see if we can do it. Either Mikhail. This is a non-determined future president. Yeah, in a fictional universe. No current political figures are going to be harmed or impugned in any way in the the facility of this playthrough. And if you know your history on the challenge and the original material, I don't have a choice. I gotta get him out, or the bomb that they implanted in my neck is going to explode. I've got a 24-hour countdown timer on a bomb that's been implanted in my neck. So, know your source material. Go back and watch Escape from New York. So yeah, we don't have any choice. Good president, bad president, it don't matter. I gotta go get him in order to get this bomb deactivated. Alright. Oh, there's Escape from New York, Escape from LA. All that good stuff. Alright, I guess we're gonna open the door. Let's find out what's going on. Hey, Nimble! Mondays with Vorm. Thank you very much for the tip and the support. Appreciate that. Alright. Oh, that's not good. That's more than I was hoping for. I'm going to have to run the gauntlet. Fight? No, I can't afford to fight. The noise might attract even more. And there could be even more than these three. So I'm going to take some hits trying to get past these guys. But it's more important that I get moving than that I kill these three with the chance of half a dozen more piling in behind them. So, move! So far it's just the three. I am drunk. I'm tipsy right now, which is removing my speed debuff from the pain that I'm in when I'm not drunk. So we're gonna be drunk pretty much this entire 24 hours, it seems like. One at least. I'm gonna have to move one more time, get hit by two, maybe all three of them. Then I can move northeast. Yeah, I'm gonna take the risk. Alright, that's not too bad. Keep on moving. Yeah, it's what's in front of me that's gonna be the hard part. There's the rollerblades. Save the president while rollerblading. Alright, we're gonna go over the fence here. That will slow down the group directly behind me, but now I've got that going on. So this is what really caused the problem at the end of last episode. It's just that I kept moving forward and I could not find a safe spot. It was just non-stop crowds of zombies in every single house I tried to get to. Now I've got this long empty area I'm going to have to cross, and if I do it at full speed, I'm going to drain my stamina, and if I meet zombies on the other side in the house, I won't have the stamina to keep moving. So we're going to switch to walk mode right here. Oh crap, the runner's going around. He's too smart for me. Oh, there he goes. I was hoping he'd turn around. There you go. Whack on that fence for a bit. I'm faster than this zombie, so I'm just going to stay in walk mode. Oh, we're back to getting a little... Oh, we took that one hit, so we got new pain on top of what my tipsy depressants were actually taking care of. So that's kind of funny. Mr. President, get down! You got it. There's somebody that knows his source material. Alright, are we catching attention? We are catching attention. More zombies. So I am playing on my try-hard settings. We've got double zombies. We've got half items. Evolution's not going to make a difference in a 24-hour playthrough. But it's a mega city with double the zombies and half of the items, like my normal settings. So... let's see. I'm debating going actually back north, go into this window, see if this is a clear area up here, and then cross over. I really don't want to keep accumulating followers. Somebody is in there. I'm gonna do it. Run mode temporarily, just to get me through the window. Alright, so we got a door between us and them. Super, super important when you're moving through cities. Now I got somebody over here that's going to see me as soon as I cross in front of the door. I'm hoping this is empty and that there's a window on this wall and that there's a window on the other wall. Because if not, I'm going to be not happy. Don't care about slow zombies behind me. Oh, of course, that's where the basement's at. How many of those can see me? All of those can see me, but none of those are fast movers, so I'll outpace them with no problem. I see there's an ambulance right outside the front. That's semi-important. I got a little bit of a boost in help by the fungus. We have a fungal tower, or fungal bloom, not far north of our helicopter site. So there were fungus infested into kind of this area here, and they were distracting and grouping up the zombies. As the fungal zombies were wandering around, they were getting the attention of all the local zombies, so they would all group up, and it made it easier for me to travel. But we started to run out of the fungal distractions about the time I started having problems on Friday's try, or when we started this on Friday, so I don't have that benefit now. No relation to Snake. None whatsoever. For copyright reasons. He has no relation. Fictional, made-up situation and character with no connection to any previous real entertainment. Nah, burning down buildings isn't that helpful. It doesn't happen fast enough. And it takes time to actually light the fires. Usually, if I need to make a distraction, I'm already in too much trouble for burning down the building to actually help. When you're doing a sprint house to house, it's really not helpful. I got my wish, though. We did get a window-to-window transfer, so that's great. Now I just hope the next building over, oh, it's got zombies too. Let's make the transition anyway. We're still maintaining our stamina. That's by far the most important thing. Alright, did he even get a look at me? He did not, so he doesn't know where I'm at, that fat zombie. I'm also now out of sight of these guys, so they're only following me by the scent trail. Now I got another decision to make. So we're coming up on the next intersection. I've got an ambulance directly out front. I've got a door and a window here. I think this is the bathroom. If I had to guess, this goes out to one of the... This could be the kitchen here. But I think this is going to be one of those bookshelf front entryways, and then an opening over here to a kitchen. Could be wrong. Could be another orientation. But guaranteed if I go down there, I've got an exit route and we can cross the street. I would love to take a peek in the ambulance, because I don't yet have everything I might need. Now, the quote-unquote good news is I don't care all that much about the infection possibility, because I'm going to die of a bomb in my neck if I don't get back to the helicopter, and we're just going to assume they can cure the infection if I get back there safely. I don't have to worry about antibiotics so much, but some painkillers would be nice, some better bandages, and some more disinfectant would be good, just in case I need to fix up the president on the way out especially. So, north or south? What happens after the 24 hours passes? At 8:01, my head explodes. I have a bomb implanted in my neck, so there is no just leave. That's not an option. I think I'll pop the door here. We'll take a look, and then I'll decide. So a slow zombie there. That'll put another door between... Oh, this is better. This is better. We got an ambulance and a basement I can dive into, and I've already lost pursuit. This is about the best I could have asked for right here. Oh, now we got noise out that way. But yeah, this is about the best I could have asked for, because I've got a door I can pop open to see if it's any chance I might be able to check the ambulance. If not, I can slam it closed, run for the basement. Then after I check the basement, we can pop back up and go out the window. So this is perfect. Let's Yeah, let's just pop the door open. Take a peek. Lightly populated, for what I'm used to seeing anyway. All slow zombies for the most part. Yet another ambulance. Now the question is it worth trying to check that? If I do, I would go in the side, grab if anything's there, go out the back. He would come out to get me, so I could probably dive back in and then come back this way again. All of this stuff's going to roll towards me. It actually might be good, because if I do manage to pull the maneuver off, I can still hit the basement and then go out this way, and it'll have pulled some of the pursuit off of the side. I think I'm going to try it. We're going to try it. I don't see anything but good possibilities. I don't see any fast runners. No dogs, no ferals, no hunters, that kind of stuff. So there's one way up there, but he's going to be too far away to get too involved. Yeah, let's do it. Let's stay in walk mode. Nothing's close enough to bother me. Please tell me there's not something in the vehicle, because that would suck. That guy did not go where I wanted. He went back inside the building instead of coming out to get me. Alright, no zombies, please. So 2 of the baskets have got stuff. What did we risk our lives for? Bandages and hemostatic. Well, that'll stop bleeding, but I don't anticipate getting bleeding wounds too much from here forward, so... we'll grab them. Let's open for some disinfectant. Alright, keep following the plan. Now, let's stay in run mode, go this way. Alright, so far so good. Back to walk mode and down into the basement. Oh, gamer basement? Occupied gamer basement? Really occupied? I don't have a light source, do I? I don't remember. I do not have a light source. Not sure I want to wander around in here. Hey there, light source. They got no batteries. One of those. Yeah, it's gamer basement. Not too much down here I would put to use. I don't think it's gonna be good for me to stick around down here. Minor food items. I don't think they've changed the books. Big Dice, Dungeon Master's Guide, Fantasy Novel, Character Sheets, Hot Dog. Yeah, not worried about that. We'll go ahead and quietly leave there. We'll wait right here, get our stamina back to full. Still got the tipsy effect going on. Alright, so still in good shape. We gained some more bandages and the hemostatic powder. Alright, back to our map. So, next challenge is getting across the street. I'm going to mark this basement too. Gamer basement occupied. Just in case we need to dive in here, though. Let's see. Still on the right track. The other idea I had as a possibility was hanging out at a multi-story building until nightfall. That's the closest that I know of, the apartment tower. If I could work my way up to that, we could just pop up to the top floor, clear an apartment, and then sleep there till nighttime. But I think I need to get a little closer. Or do I? I'm still adjusting to just how far you can travel with the new 1 second time frames. You can go so far if you just keep moving that I'm still kind of adapting to just how much I can get done if I don't stop to read or craft or do those long period of time things. Downside is they tend to be pretty populated. So you can get to the upper floors, and even then sometimes they've got a lot of zombies in them. I think for this first run, I'm just going to keep moving. We'll try to, like I said, find a house with a basement a little closer to our target. Then try to bed down for the evening. we fail this one, I'll give some more thought to possibly holding up in the apartment tower on our second attempt. Alright, let's head back upstairs. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Hey guys. Got the fancy house with a pond across the street, or that house there that we can hop into. I'm thinking I either go out the window immediately and then go northeast and hope that my earlier run that direction did pull zombies from that way and up from that way, so I have a clear run across. If I get there fast enough, the zombies will pile up on the wreckage as I kind of come around and then work my way into this building. Or I can go down, out this window. I'd make myself known here. I'd step into the window or open it to make sure they've all got sight of me. So they're all going to be coming this way to get to me. So if I back out this way and out the window, they may pile up towards that, and then I'll come out and go under and around them. I just don't know what else is further south. That's the danger, is what else is further south. So the known or the unknown, playing with the possibilities. I think I'm going to make the run. I saw already what was north, and I wasn't too worried about most of what was out there. So I think a short burst of speed to get me up this far, to pull at least a few of these guys into the wreckage, and then work my way around, I think that'll work. So I'd rather do that than take the risk of moving south and the unknown. Always move towards the known if you think you can handle it. Don't guess if you don't have it, or if you have a choice. Try not to. Not good for you. Can anthills be in cities? Yes, sandhills can be in cities. Just catching up with chat again. Yeah, I could try holding up on the roof of a business. I don't have Z levels turned on though, so I can't use like drain pipes for that. I'd have to turn Z levels on. Nutter, you just have to examine the edge of the empty space where the drain pipe is, and it'll give you a menu that'll let you climb down. So you can't just go off the side of any side of the building. You have to go back to the drain pipe location and then just examine the space where the drain pipe would be off the outside edge, and you'll get a message asking where you want to climb down. Have you done any challenge where you've used artifacts? Not where I've used them actively, except for right at the end of a challenge. I used an artifact to demonstrate why I don't use artifacts. Basically, it exploded me and my vehicle. It did like a meteor shower and blew up my end-of-game vehicle and mostly killed me just by activating it a single time. Just a random artifact, which very well demonstrated why I don't play with artifacts. I've collected artifacts, but I've never actually used them for anything. I don't like artifacts in general, just because of the random properties. Vormithrax don't do that kind of random. Not when you're playing try-hard, hardcore, no take-backsies Cataclysm. Alright, so let's get moving again. Back to run mode, so we can clamber out of here. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good to see. That's exactly the guy I think that I saw up north, and he ran all the way south. Now he's got me viewed, so now I'm going to be on the run from a fast mover again. I'm also possibly going to get the attention of that, but that's all slow movers, so I'm not worried there. He's the pesky one. Alright, let's keep moving. I'm going to keep up the sprint till I get as many of these guys wedged into the vehicle as I can. So, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is why you don't go somewhere you haven't scouted. Remember that group I saw to the south? I only saw a sliver. I only saw like down like this. And had I popped out that window, I would have been face first into the shock zombie. Plus, had a wall of zombies I would have tried to been going through. So, there you go. Quick and easy lesson for you. Always take the known over the unknown if you think you can handle it. When you're weighting the decision, weight heavily into the I know what is going to be over in that other direction. Alright, now I'm going to go back to walk mode because I've got a bit of a lead on him. I just need to keep him far enough back that I can slam a door in his face. Although, we had like Hercules Feral Runner last time because I slammed the door in the guy's face and he took the door down in one round. I was like, holy crap, Feral Runner. You're supposed to be fast, not strong. But yeah, he demolished the door in one round. I was impressed. Alright, so despite the scariness of the minimap, I'm not too concerned about any of that. I got nothing showing in front of me, and everything behind me is slow except for that one guy, and I got most of it tied up in the wreckage, which is what I wanted. That's what I was planning. Hey there, High Explosives book! No thank you. Alright, so I know the layout of this house, so I know I've got another door back here leading into the back bedrooms. So it's just going to come down to, is there anything else back here? So we made the transition safely and in pretty good shape. We're still at 4 bars of stamina. I'd like to get another door behind, and that way they're only following my dissipating scent trail. And then I'll try to stand still for a minute to get my stamina back to full. Super, super important when you're making this kind of city transition with constant engagements and contact with the enemy, where you have to constantly make contact, break contact, to take every single opportunity to get your stamina back. Stamina is life. Just like in labs, light is death. Running cities, stamina is life. We do have somebody back here. That tough guy is moving a lot faster than I thought he would. So this is the problem right here. There is somebody on the other side. There's also big windows back there. I could be stepping into a bunch of zombies. Ideally, I need to transition south. I need to actually get into that house there. But I think I'm going to go south through the pool room. I can't remember if there's a window on this wall. So I'm not sure which is going to be better here. Let's go this way. Yep, there is a window. I'm going to pop the door on my way by. Take a look. Another fancy house. Catty corner. Now I'm thinking that might be the better route. That's a cabin. I don't think cabin has a chance for a basement, so I'm not going to go there. Bon appetit. So I could go down diagonally, get into this house. Or, like I said, wrap down this way. As soon as I cross here, I might get attention from that direction. No, something's up here. I need to lose that guy. He's moving a little faster than I thought he was gonna. Yeah, evolution's not going to be a factor in this game. It's a 24-hour challenge. Evolution will have no effect. No predators are going to be in the mix. Maybe a hunter. Occasionally a hunter, but definitely no predators. Not likely. Alright. Choices. I think the back route's the better plan. Get the door closed, slow him down. Hopefully whoever's in here is a slow zombie. Come out this window and then make a decision which one I go into. But we're still aiming... So that's the house I'm looking to head into, either of those. Then I've got another intersection coming up. We've got... Oh, it'd be sure nice to get to this place, get to this intersection. Or across this one, because then I got a long string I can go through. Although Butcher Shop and Paintball Field are going to be a little painful. Alright, yep, let's do it. Alright, nice slow zombie. So we'll close the door on you. Smash our way out of there. Now we got decision time. Little tiny things like this are the interesting decision points for me. I like this kind of maneuvering around because it keeps me thinking, and I have to really, really plot, plan, and make assumptions, make judgment calls based on my experience with the game. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and you guys get to watch me spectacularly fail. Other times it works out great, and I get to cackle. So we've got a basement we've already located. I'm hoping to identify basements and vehicles on my way in that I can use on the way out. Ideally, if I could find a working vehicle, like on this street section here, that I could hustle the president into, and then we could just make a kamikaze car ride on out. That would be the best possible situation. If I could find a vehicle that works somewhere near the strip club, and then use that as an escape vehicle. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. That's somewhat long odds that we get that lucky. So, second option, I'm trying to locate and mark save points so that I can shuffle the president down into these basements as we travel to try to break up pursuit, and then I can pop up, try to clear the enemy, and then bring the president back out again. I'm not going to let him do any kind of fighting. He's going to be on no fighting, run if you're run forever, don't ever fight anything kind of rules. So he's not going to help me in any way. I think it's better if I just go straight into this fancy house. Hopefully I can get into it cleanly. Alright, so that's perfect. That gets a door between me and him. Let's see. Still nobody north of me. Oh, more alcohol! Belgian ale. Frozen Belgian ale, huh? Please tell me my rum hasn't frozen. Yay, rum! Still got the tipsy depressants going on, though. My pain is still being masked by the alcohol, which is kind of ridiculous. Man, alcohol is broken. Alright, next choice. Do I go into the south portion of this house or straight across? I'm not sure if that's a window. That wouldn't be a door. I don't think the building goes over there, does it? I don't remember. How about we peek? Looking pretty clear. I think we've completely lost pursuers. We've got fire-making capability. I don't need anything in there. Nothing there to be worried about. And then I'm going to step out into the light if I go any further that way. I think it's the same as last time. We go out the window and try to shuttle across with attracting as little attention as possible. Stamina is already recovered, so we're good there. I'm seeing a bunch of zombies out to the east. And another ambulance. So many ambulances. Most of those are too far to see me. Well, maybe not most of them. A few of them are too far to see me. They're going to be coming my direction. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear. That's not what I wanted to hear. We got a tank drone or a chicken walker in the area. That's interesting. That could be rough. It's directly on the path. I mean, it's somewhere within the reality bubble. I mean, it could be down this way, it could be directly ahead of me on the street here, and then shoot me when I walk around a corner in a house and get line of sight. A lot of possibilities. So all I know is somewhere within my reality bubble, something just fired a big old gun. Let's close that up. Oh, we got a basement option. Alright, we got to pop into the basement. One of these basements. Still don't have a light. Let's turn safe mode on. We'll just zip around here. Don't care. Don't need a stick, thank you. Don't need under the hood. Don't need marbles. It's my favorite kind of basement. Empty. Dungeon Master's Guide and Top Gear. Marbles or bearings. Alright, well, we got a whole bunch of nothing down here, unfortunately. Nothing I can really use. So someone who wants to start playing CDDA, should I go for the latest stable version or latest experimental? Go for the experimental box 24. There's no reason not to. Yes, occasionally there are issues, but they're usually resolved within a day or two. And if you're asking for help, the thing you don't want to be doing is asking for help and everybody's trying to answer you, and then we all find out after the fact you're running a version 6 months old that has so many changes we can't give you accurate information. So play the experimental. Just grin and bear it. I mean, I do live streams and I update it to experimental, if not every live stream, every start of the challenge. So, I mean, if I'm doing it and I'm carrying over, and me losing a run would be pretty dramatic. I can't imagine anybody playing single player is all that needful of worrying about it. The only caveat I will put to it is be smart before you update your experimental version with the launcher or however you're doing it. Back up your save folder. Just go into your CDDA, copy the save folder to somewhere else, then update. That way, if it all goes horribly wrong, you can reinstall, copy your save folder back in, and you're good to go. So pretty much all you need to know. So if you do run into any total game-breaking bugs, just revert back to an earlier version, which is super easy when you're using the launcher, and then copy your save folder back in. That's what I do. Haven't had any problems in forever. In like a year, a little over a year or some, since I last had any kind of an issue. But that way you guarantee that if you're asking for help or asking questions, most of the people that are likely to answer you are playing experimental. So you always want to be playing the experimental, basically. It's kind of like an MMO. It's just like playing an MMO where they constantly update your game when they're offline for the hour a day. Same basic idea. This one just doesn't have a lot of testing on some of the updates. So every once in a while, things go hilariously wrong. But the crew running things and changing things are usually really good at swiftly jumping back on those really horrific bugs and getting them fixed right away. Alright, so we're going to make a note. Utility basement cleared. Alright, so we got another location that we know is a safe spot that we can jump into. Do robots still prioritize player over zombies even when surrounded? No, they do not. It's all a matter of distance. So if you come across a turret, for example, at a roadblock and there are 20 zombies around, the turret will always fire at the zombies that are closer. It just fires at whoever's closer. It doesn't prioritize the player over the zombies. It's all based on proximity. If you're closer, you get the bullet. If anything else is closer, you're just fine. It's not Snake. It's Bob Cobra Plissken. Get it right. No relation. Alright, I think, let's see, we're coming up on another intersection. We got a bit of a peek at what was up this way, zombie-wise. I wasn't too worried about what I saw. Not sure there's going to be a window in this far wall. I'm thinking of going back up and around and checking out the bedroom here, because I might angle my way up into that ambulance. Currently, we got nothing chasing us, so those guys are seeing me. They're now going to come this way. Is there a bathroom? Nope. All right, so the shooting is still going on. I think there's a either a roadblock. It's possible that's like an anti-material turret. Ooh, is that a military vehicle? That could be a military roadblock right here that's firing the gun. It could be an anti-material turret that's firing that big ol' nasty gunfire. I'm gonna have to make up my mind right now which direction I'm going. If I go out the front of the house and run into a turret, that's the end of the run. Especially an anti-material turret. That's a one-shot kill. If I try to go north, I could back out this way, try to hop up to that building and across, then we go out the front door, check the ambulance on our way through, and then out. So the noise is coming from the southeast. Yeah, I'm really worried that I've got a military roadblock somewhere on the roads right out here. And mil-spec turrets can fire, or anti-material turrets have a long range. Anti-material turrets fire, was it 24? 30. Anti-material turrets have a 30 range. So mil-spec are 16 and anti-material are 30. So if I step out even anywhere and there's an anti-material turret out there and there's not closer zombies for it to shoot at, I can get popped from a long way away. Fireman's about to pop into the building. I don't know. Got to make a decision here. Just go for it. Do you think the new simplification of scenarios was a good idea? I just noticed that when I was trying to set up the next challenge. The kind of change to a number of the scenarios. Now there's like a lab escape or lab escape guard, lab escape prisoner. I don't know. They've kind of. I'm not sure what they did. I didn't know that was coming, so I don't have a lot of info or much of a knowledge to give an opinion on it yet. Just kind of noticed it in these scenario setups. I'm gonna try to go out the front first. My guy's deaf. If you're wondering why you're not hearing anything, it's hey there, zombie. Good timing. I open the door. You step into the space I need to get to. All right, I back up. Then I run again, and we try to go around you without getting hit. And I couldn't get the door closed, and another zombie to the south. This is when I start to not get too happy. Dive bag dented. Alright, whatever's out there isn't out of ammo yet. Let's pop the window. Let's peek. What am I seeing out here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's quite the mess. So, which kind of turret is it? Oops, come here, cursor. Yep, anti-material turret. Leadworks, LLC's T107A1 interdictor. Automated 50 caliber BMG anti-materiel rifle. Credited with forestalling countless car bombing attempts, it has always been kept under extremely tight control so as to itself maintain extremely tight control of its area. And then the Cataclysm struck. Alright, well, I'm not going to be getting shot by that. He's got quite a few targets in between me and him, and the noise is pulling zombies down towards it. So that's a good thing. That's to my benefit. And man, is he making a mess. Alright. Road roller and a van. I think that's mobile meth lab. Yep, mobile meth lab. Love to jump in there and get some painkillers, but probably not advised. These guys that can see me are more likely to come to me than to go to the turret because I'm closer. Alright, but we are going out that way now. Another shock zombie. They love hiding the shock zombies from me right around the corner. Alright, this is now going to get interesting. We're right about the edge of the shock zombies range. So he's at 14 currently. I usually get tagged on the diagonals. That's the most often that I get hit because it's harder for me to judge the distance. It's either 14 or 12 that he's going to kick that thing off. I think I'm going to have to run south towards the anti-material turret, loop around the meth lab, and then try to get into that house over there. Which is not the best, because that throws me off my line of houses I wanted to go through. I wanted to get into this block. You can't go... well, you can, but it's not the same as an ambulance where you've got a side and a rear door. You have to go through the side, then up into the driver's seat, and then out the driver's seat door. So it's a bit of clambering, and that guy's going to come south quite a bit as I'm trying to clamber through the vehicle. I'm not sure he would come south far enough or diagonally far enough that when I cleared the other door, he wouldn't just tag me diagonally again. It'd be a close call. I would rather go all the way south around to the front of the vehicle. Gives him a little more time this direction. Maybe even wait there, depending on what that guy does. Then make the dash out. So we'll see. We're going to get some attention from some of the guys a little further south. It'll be a little tough for me to gauge. But yeah. Shock zombie is the biggest thing I fear right now because of the hit points we've got here. Getting awful close to broken arms and broken legs. Shock zombie would expedite that process pretty quickly. Oh yeah, rollerblades will slow you way down. Anytime you're on any kind of rough terrain. Window ledges, long grass, or any kind of grass. Any vehicle frame. Massive slowdown. Really got to think hard and gauge the differences, gauge the distances really well if you're going through a vehicle on rollerblades. It's not that you can't do it or you don't want to do it. You just got to be really, really well aware of just how many action points it's going to cost you. Yeah, I think my best bet is still to go straight south. I'm going to sprint for a few spaces, just get a couple of extra spaces on the shock zombie, and then we're going to try to curve around the bottom edge of that. So, let's do that. Put the plan in motion here. I actually want to draw him out this way. As far as I can. I need to get him over to the left a bit, so when I go out the other side, he doesn't get a lucky kind of diagonal shot at me. So far, he's doing what I want. These guys in a ring around the front of the van is not great. Guess plus this is an opening, so if he came around to here and I was still clambering around in here, he could tag me right through that broken wall section. That allows line of sight into the vehicle. So,